Haro.
I'm sorry, what?
Is this JD's house of faggotry and shit?
Oh, man, I gotta lie. I did hear what you said, but I hit the recorder because I had to get that clip.
Stop lying, stupid.
Come on, I had to lie to get you to do it again authentically.
No, just say do it again.
No, because if I said that, you would have been like, oh, well.
No.
Well,
I've done
whatever.
it before.
I got what I wanted.
You did it the other way, the other day.
I'm a master fucking manipulator, and I got you to say it, so fuck you. I'm something. I don't know what I am. I'm something. Oh, I would have been good in the wrestling business.
You're an independent.
I am, yeah. You never know where I'm going to go.
Lies. Oh, lies.
I used to hate independence, too. Now I get it. After you become jaded with politics after several years. No, it's not a lie, because I didn't, I didn't vote last time. And I really took the stance. I think I lean more liberal, but who the fuck knows what liberal is anymore? People think that when I do. Well,
remember I showed you that,
really?
that image about the shifting viewpoints, where it's like, it's not really like everyone went, to the right and to the left. It's the left went so far right that even people in the middle like you got automatically bunched in with people on the right.
Well, I've even got some of those tendencies from the extremes left now. Like, I've got some of them. When this isn't going to be a political show for the people that are just like, oh, no, here we go. I'm just hitting the record button because I like when we talk. But, it's like, so I've even got a lot of that sort of, I don't know what you want to call it, like reckless, defiant, sort of, I guess it's like emotion. I've got a lot of that emotion. I've got a lot of that, like, hey, this doesn't make sense, but I'm going to be mad anyway. I've got that. I used to do that. I still do it now. I'm just aware of it now way more than anything. Like, when you say, it's kind of like when I'm trying to, like, Leah does it a lot now. And I'm like, yeah, I kind of used to be like that. Maybe not as bad, but a little bit. I used to
moral outrage or.
Yeah. Like kind of like, the way, like, where you think, like, when somebody says, oh, the gun control stuff and whatever, a gun owner gets upset about the gun idea that guns are going to go away or whatever. I used to say things like, even not that long ago, even like up to a couple of years ago, I'd be like, let's take it easy, dude. You're not going to lose your gun rights, okay? You're not going to lose your little,
so dismissive,
precious,
I guess?
Yeah, like, you're not going to lose your precious little gun rights. Don't worry. People keep dying every day. They're going to keep dying every day because you love guns. Like, that's sort of like what I used to say, things like that, and mean it. And I hear that now still from people, but it's like sort of I'm trying to think of what the word is for that, and it's not dismissive as much as it's sort of like, I don't know, it's like narrow-minded, it's like,
biased, I guess?
I don't know, there's something else to it. It's kind of like, you're like, you're an idiot if you don't agree with me, or if you, that type of thing. I don't know, like, I used to have a little bit of that, like, vibe where I was angry about everything. But anyway, we're going to get into some real shit here today, I think. I don't know. Maybe.
I'm up for it.
Fuck yeah. It's a $10 show. You paid for it, motherfuckers.
This is a special Patreon exclusive. I did not know.
Yeah. Well, we made leak the first few minutes like this on Corrupted,
Warning, this show does not contain any politics.
Yeah, I know. We just kind of started it that way.
Please dismiss the previous segment.
Yeah. Don't leave. Don't leave. There's some people liked it, but anyway, we're going to move on. Fuck, I have no idea what to talk about, so it's going to be about a lot of different shit. I feel awful right now. Fuck, I got to get some water or something.
It's unfortunate.
You know what it is? Oh, God, I just I ate a bunch of soy, and it's, that's full with salt.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I can feel my body. You know when you have like and we know, because when you don't have money or something like that, and you go buy all those soups, those processed shit, and if you eat one or you eat two, even you're really hungry and eat two of them, and God. It's like 1,000 milligrams of sodium.
Yeah, the sodium content is insane. Like Campbell's soup, they taste good, but you feel like crap afterwards.
Exactly how I'm feeling. I feel like I can't, like I'm completely weak right now. It's because all the fucking water in my body has been being sucked the fuck out right now. Like I feel horrific. So did you look? Did you look at my Twitter? I tweeted Road Dogg the video.
Yeah.
Did you see that? So
I saw his response.
So he's got
trying to not go with the R-rated material.
I like his interesting. I was like, yeah, that's a good point, but then I kind of told him why I disagree at the moment. But he's right. He is right in a way. But it was funny because below his tweet, Mick Foley liked his tweet, and Lacey Evans liked this tweet too, which I thought was funny. Like the suck-ups of the suck-ups.
Oh, so they liked it. I didn't realize why they were being listed below that tweet. So they liked that.
Yeah. Yeah, Mick Foley.
So
and
did
Lacey
Mick Foley
Evans
also like getting booed when he presented the 24/7 European Championship title?
I guess he did. Yeah, I mean, he does say it's his fault. So, he's fucking delusional, at this point. Mick is.
No, he's a good lapdog for Vince.
Oh yeah. It's funny when he's not working for Vince, he's bashing TVs and saying I hate the product and I'm gonna smash my TV. Now a couple years later, he's like, oh. I bet you someone got in his ear. Well, it's probably money, actually, is what it is. Because what I've found out about Foley, and listen, I don't want to say, I mean, I revere Mick Foley. I would give the guy the shirt off my back, buy him a dinner, and whatever I had to do because the guy just gave me so much entertainment. I love the guy, but I'm still not a suck-up piece of shit. So I'm still going to say that I believe that the guy, does this because of the money he gets from WWE, and he stole the WrestleCrate idea for a dime as well. So
I was going to mention that.
Yeah, the guy's very questionable when it comes to money. You offer this guy money, and he will play the fiddle for you, so to speak.
Now, I can understand Road Dogg trying to not burn his bridges. But even still, like, look at what Jon Moxley came out and spoke about with creative, his experience with creative. Look at what Jericho has said as well, and it all lines up. They sort of did use a few curse words and such, but the point is that it's common knowledge about how the writers work and stuff. So it is a little questionable to come to their defense because Road Dogg makes it look like, oh well, it's not what it seems and like what you hear is wrong and stuff. But if you hear this consistently from people who have been there or are currently there, it's always the same thing. It's a shit show. Those secret meetings, that sort of verifies what you've gotten, like what you've been told from sources as well. I remember being on one of those calls where it's like, basically they reveal that the final word happens in that secret meeting. So any of these weird changes that we see on the show are attributed to them.
Right. Yeah, there's so much fuckery right now that I can't even make sense of it. It is very weird. And not that because it kind of reminds me of my show a little bit in a way. Like when things are going bad, you sort of try to mask things and make things work out and roll around it. And
but you don't have a set of writers. Yeah,
that's true. But I do have a set of co-hosts and people who try to tell me things and tell me what, maybe do this, maybe do that. I become aggravated recently because I tweeted this out a few minutes ago, so I'm now moving into another topic here. But
before we go on, is it still wrestling related?
No.
I just wanted to quickly say that it's funny. New Japan Pro Wrestling is actually throwing a little shade towards WWE with a recent tweet of theirs saying, due to the lack of good wrestling on Monday nights, we're releasing one of our classic matches on our website for free, or through YouTube for free.
Yeah, New Japan is getting a little desperate, I've noticed, a little bit to crave the audience a bit. And also, I mean, they're not desperate at all. I take that back, but they're sort of trying to wiggle their way into the brawl here with AEW and WWE.
But I think it's smart. It gets them great exposure.
No, it definitely is smart to get in there, especially if then they partner up with AEW at all. But the one person that's left out in the background that just looks like a pitiful shame, and I will get to my point that I was going to make that's more drama-related than anything else, and there's a few things I want to talk about, but I don't want to do it on the free portion of the show. So this show's still free live on a Corrupted Nations channel. But if you want to hear the full podcast, make sure you become a patron in the VIP category. And we're going to be doing a Discord chat in a little while too. So that's going to be fun to hang out with the people in the community and see what the fuck's going on. But no, like Ring of Honor. our ROH, they're the bitches. They're the ones left out. They're the ones with their heads to the ground. And, you know, I go back to this Bubba Ray situation, and that just makes Bully Ray, whatever, and it just makes me think even more about, like, how fucking stupid that whole thing is. And there's another thing, too, that can relate to this. Let me bring that up first, then go into the Ring of Honor. Did you see this video with Taya Valkyrie?
No.
So, the other day I went on a rant about this. Taya Valkyrie's in the crowd fighting with a fan. Like, arguing. They're screaming at each other back and forth. You know, they said that the guy made gestures and things like that. I don't know. There's no video of that. I can't tell. Wrestling fans do all kinds of stuff. You know, Bully Ray once told a guy, you know, something about his mother sucking his cock and all these other things that Bully Ray has said in the past. And this fan was just yelling at her because she came up and got in his face. Now, I don't know if that's because he was telling the girls to suck it and fuck, you suck, you know, they're the heels, whatever. So they get in a little argument. Then after a few seconds of arguing, she slaps the beer out of his hand, the full beer out of his hand, then turns around and walks away. And he spits on her. He tries to spit on her from far away, you know, as she walks away. Now, everybody who put that video up, a lot of people did, including our old friend Andre Corbiel. He put that video up, and he titled it, a little bone to pick with him here, he titled it, Fan Assaults Taya Valkyrie. And so didn't many other people. There's no assaults. And if if spitting's an assault, okay, but she assaulted him first. So Fan and Taya Valkyrie assault each other, or
technically spitting is considered assault.
I think so, yeah. So it's true, it is assault, but
you're right though. He responded to it. He didn't initiate it.
Right. So, like, would I have done that? Probably not. Even if she knocked the beer out of my hands, I kind of would have thought that I kind of would think that's awesome. If I'm a fan and I'm like, you suck, bitch, you're on PMS, asshole, bitch. I mean, I wouldn't be saying that type of stuff necessarily, I don't think. Maybe I would if I was hammered. But if she slapped the beer out of my hands, I would be like, holy shit, this is awesome type of thing.
Depends how much that beer cost you.
That's true. And what kind of mood I was in, you know. I was in a pretty pissed off mood today as I went to the shopping mall to get groceries today, food shopping, because you were going in the entrance as the gate opens, and I was turning the corner of my carriage to go inside to go shopping, and this lady was in front of me, so I had to stop for her, and then a little girl next to another girl, and they were there, and then I was waiting for them all to snake in, so they started snaking in, so then I went to go, and this guy, like, came up behind me, like, cut me off, and I almost crashed into him, and then someone else almost hit him, and then he, like, fungled around and then got through us and went in, but we were all going in. Well, you know what I mean? He was, like, 2 seconds away from being in the store, but he had to zigzag through everybody, and I was like, whoa, what the fuck? I almost hit him, because he was, like, just diving through everyone, and I was so fucking aggravated already that, dude, I went out loud, I was like, wow, man, you really got in there, you really got in there quick, huh? Glad you were able to get in the fucking store so fast, huh, you fucking idiot? And I it was weird, dude. I said this out loud at him. And he was like, fuck you, or whatever. And I was like, fuck you!
Nice.
And then he just fucking kept going. And the people around me were like, what the? They were looking at me like I was crazy. Because I was out of my mind at this point. I don't know what's wrong with me. But,
no, man, no. What you did was absolutely right. Fuck these people who can't just have the patience necessary to wait in line like a normal human being and have no impulse control. In fact, I am devious for a reason. There's been times where I've noticed somebody, I'm always aware of my surroundings, coming up trying to do that. Well, I accidentally stick my foot out and, they tripped.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't see you.
Well, you almost ran the girl over. You know, and it's like we're literally, there's no line. There's not even a line. We're all going in, and then we disperse in. And as we're about to come in and disperse in, he comes fucking running through everybody. And,
I find it very similar, like when someone tries to use the shoulder on the highway to get around everyone.
Yeah.
No problem. I'm going to just drive into the shoulder, put my hazards. Oh, look, I guess my car's, failing. Oh, no, I guess it's working again. I'm back in the lane. You didn't get past. Look at that.
Right. And it's like, dude, it's not like I go around being Mr. Policeman, but it's like this guy was a dickhead. And I was like,
look, either we all follow the rules and live in a civilized society, or you have the right to just shoot him in the face, because it's either rules or no rules. Which one does he want?
Well, yeah. And the other thing, too, is when we're all guilty of this, like civilized people, like if I do this, you know, when you're kind of being a dick, right? And
I do.
Right. So like if I'm in a bad mood, or like if I'm in a rush, so say that guy was running in because he left his kid in the car, or something's going on, right? And he goes, I'm in a fucking rush, all right? And says that, and then goes through. Then maybe
sorry. How about just sorry?
Yeah, anything like sorry or like my bad. Like, see that I've done this before. I've sort of been like I've stepped out of line to be selfish for a second, and had someone say like, "What the fuck, man," or something like that, and I have immediately been like, "Oh, you know what? My bad, dude. I know I'm being a dick."
Yeah, that's happened to me too. You're distracted. You accidentally cut someone off or whatever. It's I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I honestly didn't see. Go ahead. Like, you know,
I mean,
I'll wait.
I was being a dick. I get it. So like, I don't mind if somebody calls me out. If they're calling me out,
sometimes you're distracted. You know, you don't notice.
yeah. But this guy was like, you know, clearly weaving through everyone. It was just like ridiculous. But he kept going on. He went to the ATM machine, and I was just staring at this guy like, what the fuck? Because I don't normally like to do that type of stuff either. Like, because I'm not looking for fights. But I was in a bad mood, man. I was in a fucked up mood. In fact, I was listening to that show you're on during, and that wasn't what was making me angry either. I was just kind of like, actually, it was calming me down because I was like, I needed something to listen to. So I was like, all right, I'll listen to this fucking 1,000-hour odyssey on how every bunch of shit that's all wrong about me, but whatever, I'll listen to it anyway. So I did, and I was like, "That's funny." It's funny to listen to something, you know, when other people.
I got shit for that. I got shit for what I said on that show too. But I mean, I did come to your defense, and I did dispel things that I felt were false.
Well, you know, and I see some of this stuff, but it's like it's funny to hear. It's funny when you hear other people talking about you because you know you don't know yet what's really going on because so many people lie about different things. But anyway, at this point, guys, if you want to hear the whole show, make sure you guys are patrons on Patreon in the VIP section. Here's the free sample. Hope you guys enjoyed it on YouTube. I will catch you later. We'll be back with more shit, bunch of free shit on YouTube. But the rest of this will be the bonus content for the Patreon. If you like the shows, need the support over there, come on over. And hope you enjoyed the 16 minutes free. More than the last 10 that we gave last time. Okay, so we'll continue here for the for you lovely patrons. And so yes,